Hey guys, Arnick here from TGG and welcome back. So today I'm here to do a starter Warframe experience 500 hours later. Which basically I'm using my Vault, one of my original melees, and one of my original guns, the Karak, but this is the Wraith version. I'm just using a basic build on all of them. Vault was my starter, Karak was the second primary I ever got, I think. And Karas was definitely the second melee I ever got. So I'm just gonna go do a mission on Earth and just show you guys what it's like to be a beginner, but only. So when I first started Warframe, I'm just gonna talk about my backstory. When I first started Warframe, I didn't really know what to think. I found it when I was looking for a bunch of free games on PlayStation. And it was like last on the list. I'm like, what's this gonna be, like a mini game? And I played it and was like, this is actually pretty good. So I played more and more and more, and then I just found out that I really enjoy everything. So, and yeah, the starter experience uses a Tenno.
Leave no one standing.
Oh gosh.
The Grenier used to be builders, but now all they make is war.
Volt was one of my favorite Volt is one of my favorite characters. He is my hashtag Volt starter master race. Oh, I'm using Helios. Oh my gosh. Yeah, whatever. No, for the second playthrough of this, I'm gonna take off all my mods.
No detection from enemy sensors.
Yep, I remember using that dagger. Oh yeah, some arrows. It's actually a useful video. But yep. This is just me now, and I'm gonna compare it to, like, if you watch some of my old Warframe videos, you'll see me using the Karas and the Karak. Both of these weapons were like weapons I used a ton. I know this rifle, I used it until I got Bratton Prime at Master Rank 6, I think, which is what it was back then, and that's just what I used. Oh, oop, I need these. Yeah, beginner experience uses a bunch of stuff that beginners don't have, like mods. But yeah, I remember when I first played Warframe, it was like an entirely different game for me, because I was a Destiny 1 veteran. It was right while Destiny 1 was about to die. Well, die, even though some players still play it, it's still dead. But right as it was about to die, it was like one of the last games I tried, and it became my new favorite game. And this is me 500 hours later using the same weapons in quotation marks because of Karak Wraith, and I don't have the Lado, which was the only secondary I used besides Lex Prime, which is now deleted. So for this, I'm going to take off my build. So config B on both of these weapons. Pretty sure I have 2 configs on
Well
them.
put together, operator. Now get out there and...
Yep, same build.
Cut down the...
And make the Lotus proud.
I'm gonna keep on a stance mod, just because I like... Oh, no, pointed wind. But I'm gonna go back into the same mission with no mods whatsoever, and see if I can be somewhat efficient. I was just checking. Yep. In Volt, I have 3 builds, so I can't really take mods off him. So instead, I will just take off Vitality, and I won't use abilities. So let's just take off Vitality and not use abilities. So I'm back to, like, sort of beginner level. Sort of. Also, let's take off my Helios. And this is basically a actual beginner experience, not a beginner experience in quotation marks, because all these weapons are garbage. But I remember my Karest was actually a really good weapon. Oh. it'd be a crime not to have serration on my rifle. So that's just that. I'm just gonna put serration, which is a basic mod. What's another basic mod? Speed trigger. If I can. Encouraged pressure point. Which is again, a very basic mod. So that's it. Now you can just make Zaws that are like this, and let's do E prime again. Show you guys what it was like when I was a beginner. These are pretty much the mods I use on my guns. Only I'm not going to waste credits to buy the Mark 1 Brat and the Lado and the Mark 1 bow, because yes, I chose the Mark 1 bow. I did not see the Skana. I didn't even know it was there until like 100 hours later. I asked and I found out. I'm like, what? I chose a stupid bow staff.
There
Yeah,
is a
beginner
large
experience,
platoon of
flips
Grenier
around like a
Marines
madman.
stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Ballistics and archaic weapons.
Yep.
Proven
My
dangerous,
dagger is definitely
just
overpowered,
like the
but
Grenier.
if I use my gun on him... Oh, yep, my gun's still overpowered. Yeah, these are like level 1 enemies though, so... And this is a very high level gun that you can't get very easily, but this is just trying to represent my old weapon, the Karak, which I deleted after I got Karak Wraith, so I can't really show you guys that unless I build it. But yep, beginner experience, uses speed trigger and almost a max serration. Still, this is about what a weapon should do. It's like throwing on me in a few hits. Especially for just level 1, but... And yes, I have a reloading problem, don't judge me. Actually, this kind of feels like an AR, or a M16. Not that I've ever used one, it just feels like it, or what I've seen of one. My dagger is just overpowered because it does 100, it does 100 toxin damage, which is just pretty decent against these guys. This one definitely does 60 damage, so... Level 2 enemies, okay, it's scaling a little bit. By scaling, I mean scaling up an entire 1 level. I'm not running low on ammo, but this weapon's going through a lot more ammo than it normally does.
Well done. Now get to
Because
extraction.
I've got speed trigger on it. If I had vital acceleration, I would have put that on. Yep, that's the beginner experience. 500 hours later, using Karak and Karist, two of my beginner weapons. So, I would suggest you guys to do this, like do the beginner experience like 200 or 300 hours later. That is if you don't really have that, but if you're watching this video, whatever, how many plays, how many levels you are, how much master rank you have, how many weapons you have, just get your beginner weapons, or somewhat beginner weapons, like me, take all the mods off them, put like 2 mods on them, and go do a low level mission. Actually, it's kind of nostalgic. But, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the cringe of me forgetting to take off my overpowered stuff, and not being able to take off my mods and stuff, but thank you guys for watching. I'm back for good now. I'm going to post another video. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Saharonica out.